Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with a headline that I just had to cover. This could be Apple's next $20 billion business. So as analysts sees Apple rapidly growing its advertising business at a similar trajectory to what Amazon showed a few years back, Apple Inc. could turn advertising into its next $20 billion business as the company ramps up its offerings and clamps down on ad targeting by third parties. That's according to estimates from an analyst, and I don't even want to try that name, who pegged Apple's advertising business as an unappreciated part of the company's story and one of the potential for big growth over the coming years. The advertising business could reach 20 billion in revenue by 2025, up from perhaps 2 billion currently. Advertising represents a high margin revenue stream for Apple. By 2025, ad revenue could constitute about 17% of Apple's services revenue and about 5% of its total revenue, but 9% of earnings per share. That's just insane. So the smartphone giant's current advertising revenue mainly comes from the App Store search, according to the analyst, and he sees opportunities for the company to turn the App Store into more of a content discovery vehicle versus a content delivery one. He also pointed out the company's launch of search ads in China earlier this year and the potential for increasing ad loads as ways that Apple can increase its advertising revenue organically. There's also new opportunities that Apple could tap modeled off of successful endeavors by other companies in the digital world. Roku offers a reasonable precedent for the ways that Apple could monetize its Apple TV installed base, and Alphabet, Google's, is likely generating a few $1 billion from Google Maps advertisements. Apple could try similar tactics with Apple Maps. On the whole, Google looks poised to generate more than $200 billion in advertising revenue this year. And while Apple is unlikely to compete with Google's scale anytime soon, the size of Google's ad business gives him more confidence in his $20 billion estimate for Apple to come in 2025. He also noted that Amazon.com grew Amazon revenue to about $21 billion from 2020 from roughly $3 billion in 2016. Apple could achieve similar trajectory. As Apple grows its own ad businesses, the company has taken steps to shake up the broader digital ad space, most notably through its app tracking transparency efforts. This makes it so third parties need to obtain customer permission before tracking their broader online activities. Many users appear to be opting out of having their activity monitored in this way, according to early estimates. So, guys, what do you think? Do you think Apple could be a reflection of Google? I think honestly, they're already um, they're already kind of doing this. They're just not doing it as aggressively as, say, a Facebook or Google is. So I think this is easily a huge factor for Apple and its growth. It's one of those, like it said in the article, it's not something you really think about when you think of Apple. You know, people think of course, the iPhone, the AirPods, the iPod, the Macintosh, the iPads. You know, they think of products, even Apple TV. They think of products or services. And the thing is, I think my biggest reason that I loved Apple stock, or that I am a fan of Apple stock, is actually that really unappreciated segment of their profits, which is the services segment. It's one of those that's grown pretty well, but it just doesn't grow as much as iPhone sales. It doesn't get as much coverage. And the thing is, as it said in the article, I completely 100% agree that Apple could be a monster when it comes to ads because people are already living in that ecosystem. Once people get into the Apple life or that Apple system, they stay in it. So people love the ease when it comes to Apple and its multi-device functionality, and that means that people are going to get ads by Apple on a Macintosh, on an iPhone, on their iPads, the iPods, anything Apple related, they can easily put an ad on. And I'm kind of surprised when it comes to the ecosystem that Apple hasn't taken advantage of this. I mean, if Facebook can do it, and they have loyal users, as does Google, and their ads run on their search site. Amazon runs great ads as well. I could easily see the people in the ecosystem being, you know, being used to being tracked by ads. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a no-brainer for Apple at this point, and I'm surprised that they haven't monetized this idea. So I really do think I don't know the estimates, of course, by the profitability standard of whether or not Apple can have ads, but I do think that this could be an easy profit for Apple because they already have the loyal customer base. They already have people that buy their products. They already have people in this ecosystem. They're not having to advertise Apple and its worth for functionality. They already have that broad base of customers. So all they really have to do is slap an ad, on their screen or within the App Store and do that a little bit more frequently, and they're really going to generate more and more revenue as more people use Apple products. And the thing is, multiple people, like I said, have multiple Apple products, so they can advertise different to different people and target different people on different devices in the same family, which is just crazy. So if you think about it, if you have an iPhone, let's say you and your wife have an iPhone and you have a kid, well, now Apple can do specific ads for you and your iPhone on the ecosystem. They can also track your wife and do ads for her, and then of course your kid could have Disney ads or something like that, or games or something like. I do like how this analyst is thinking about how to monetize the Apple ecosystem properly. And I'm honestly surprised Apple hasn't done this. I know they're looking into EV. They got a payment processor not too long ago. They're looking at different streams of revenue, and I think this being already inside of the ecosystem could be the biggest revenue generator for Apple. Let me know what you guys think about Apple being an ad business on top of an iPhone seller and a streaming service. Do you guys think that there's some potential that they could boost their revenues by doing ads as well? Let me know down in the comments below. I 100% agree. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button on my channel, That Dividend Guy, and when you do, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates. I'm going to keep the videos coming, guys, trying to get 2 out a day. If you guys like consistency, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another double upload. Take care, guys.